Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Lone Cerberus and this is a walkthrough of Resident Evil Outbreak below freezing point, which is the second scenario of the first game. I am going to be playing on Infinity and Easy so that I can walk you through the level. So with that in mind, choose a character. Yeah, let's go for Alyssa, why not? As Alyssa is the star of, or one of the stars of Resident Evil 9. This specific route, I am going to be doing a card playthrough, so it'll all make sense in a second.
No turning back now,
but it'll all be worth it.
Okay, so first thing to note is Yoko is with us, even though we're only supposed to have 2 NPCs. Yoko, this is Yoko's scenario. Yoko will become what I call a super zombie. Basically, she will appear and she will not, and you cannot kill her. You can knock her down, but you can't kill her.
Screw it. I'll just find another way out of here.
Depending on the difficulty level you're playing on, will depend on which room she appears in.
Did you find something?
Let's go through to the platform. And climb up.
Monica?
I didn't expect you to return.
After your little incident, I assumed that you went and hid under a rock like the little child that you are.
What is that capsule?
Wait! Are you after this too? You are, aren't you? Oh, you are so...
Stop it. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Don't play the innocent little girl with me. You can't fool me. You could never fool me. But maybe we can work something out. Give me your ID card.
Okay, so I'm calling this the card route because
Yoko, you little lifesaver. I'm so glad we had this chance to catch up.
that card that Monica's just taken is the card that we are going after.
Have a nice life. What's left of it.
Now on this platform, depending on the difficulty, you may find a weapon here. Not always guaranteed, but you might find a weapon there. As I'm playing on easy, unless one of the other NPCs has already grabbed it, you'll find a gun there. Drop down and then start climbing the ladder. Or the stairs, should I say, not the ladder. The lift up ahead of us, you see the lift. It's RNG based, but it may drop. If it drops, it's just a jump scare. It's not actually going to crush you. Okay, so we are on B7F. If you have watched my Yoko playthrough, you will know that if you start on B7F, you're essentially going up each level. If you start on B6F, you have to come down to B7F to carry on up. But one of my videos hopefully will end up on B6F, and you'll be able to see I'll be able to take you through it then. Anyway, we're in the South Passage, so we're going to come around to this door.
Yeah, cool. I found something weird. What's wrong?
And we're going to come into the disposal room. In the disposal room, you will find a key item. It's through this door. Make sure you have some sort of weapon. Take out this zombie, grab the red canister, and get the hell out of Dodge as quick as you can. The other thing you will find, at least on easy, is a first aid spray. Try not to use it on yourself if you can. Reason being, if you come out of here, and then turn left and head towards the duct, speak to this man in the corner. Hand over the first aid spray. He will give you a shotgun. At least on easy and normal. On hard and very hard, it's usually some bottles, either a grey bottle or a yellow bottle. They actually act as grenades. They do a lot of damage. Try using them on the hunters. Anyway, I have a shotgun, so I'm a little bit better armed. We're now going to head to the examination room, which is in here. Sorry, not the examination room, the experiment room. We're going to head to this computer in the corner. There's a memo here. You're looking for a code. The code is on the end. In this case, it is 4509. There are 3 options as to what that code can be. In this case, it's 4509. There is Yoko. Yoko is a super zombie. You cannot kill her. Go through the door into the B7F East passageway. Follow it all the way down. And through this door. It's normally RNG based as to whether there's a zombie in here, so keep an ear open. You will be able to hear it before you can see it. You're now looking for this computer in the corner. Enter the passcode. In this case, 4509. Head round, grab the chemical off of the shelf, combine the two together, create V-Jolt. Head back to the duct where you got the shotgun from the gentleman, from the scientist. Shotgun or the bottles, whichever one you happened to get.
I don't want to die! Help!
As you can see, Yoko is still there. She will stand up given enough time. heading back to the duct. And we're going to go and stand by this ladder facing the plant. And we're going to use V-Jolt on the plant. Climb up the ladder to B6F.
Fine.
And through the door.
Listen to me.
Follow this passageway all the way to the opposite end. Ignore the opening on the left for now. If you don't have a gun, there is one here that you can pick up. It's a handgun, but it's better than nothing. What you're looking for here is the frozen wrench. You cannot use it as it is. Now, as you would expect, once you've got the key item, the zombie stands up. It's up to you whether you take it out or not. In this security centre, you will find a big console. If you are doing a code run, this is where you would enter the code. But we're not doing a code run this time, we're doing a card run. So we're going to completely ignore it and run out the door the other end. Follow the passageway round. There are a couple of zombies here. They will obviously spring to life as you run past. You can go into the break room. Once you enter the break room, turn immediately left. After this sink here, use the frozen wrench on the sink and it will melt away the ice. It actually stays in your inventory. As you're playing as Alyssa, one of these lockers. Let's grab the antivirus. This one is locked with a simple lock. You do not have to do this, but if you come down to the lockpick, to the picking tools, you can choose a lockpick. Spam the X button. All of the lockpicks will work. However, if you choose the right one, if you choose the correct one, it opens the door a lot quicker. Normally there's something good in these locked doors. In this case, it's another shotgun. So, let's hand it over. Let's give it to George, actually.
I want that.
Listen to me. This is it.
Okay, now George has a shotgun as well.
What's wrong?
The only reason I didn't give it to Jim is because Jim's got 2 handguns, so he doesn't really need extra arms at the moment.
What?
Anyway, once you've unfrozen the wrench, go back to the security centre. Very, very occasionally, and it's normally on very hard, this is the panel you will need to open up. 99% of the time, however, it is this panel over here that you need to open up. Use the wrench and grab the valve handle. You no longer need the wrench, so you can leave it there. Head back towards the duct.
I don't want to die. Help! What did I do? I just had a
So head back towards the duct.
Hi.
Do a 180 and use the valve handle on that hole
Let's
there.
just try to stay calm. Shit.
Cutscene will play.
Come on, come on, come on! It won't move. Why? Oh, give me a break. I don't believe this. Something else I have to fix to get out of here.
Okay, and then climb up the ladder.
I just had a thought.
You can skip that cutscene if you want, of course.
Well, here's something.
You're now coming into familiar territory. This is the lowest level of Resident Evil 2 that you can get down to. This is base B5F. If you are playing the code route, read that document. It will give you the codes.
Just had a thought.
Go back down, enter the codes, and it will open up the various shutters. We are playing the card route in this case, though.
What?
So, we need to go up to the next floor. And we'll just glitch through Jim. Go up to the next floor, make our way to the turntable. Now it is RNG based as to whether the moth will attack you in the main shaft or not. So I don't know whether I'm going to get attacked or not. But you can hear the moth. You need to turn left and head towards the turntable. So the moths attacked me. I am poisoned. So I need to find a blue herb. Luckily, there is a blue herb on the turntable. Grab the blue herb. What we're looking for here... Just take that zombie out. What we're looking for here is the lab keycard. Now going to head back to the main shaft. As we're up here, we might as well use the lab keycard on one of the doors that it opens. So if we come around to the blue section, that opens up the shutter. Don't go through it, there's no point just yet. Head back to the main shaft. And head back down to B5F. Now the codes that you find in this area open up the same shutter that the card does. So you might be asking, why would I bother going all the way up to come all the way back down with the card? Main reason being is if you're going for 100% run on below freezing point, you have to actually make the run at least 4 or 5 times. You have to use both the code and the card. If you're playing as Yoko, you do not need to read this memo, but as I'm playing as Alyssa, I do. Make sure you read it and not just file it away. Once you're done, crawl through this opening here. You will recognise where we are. This is Birkin's lab. You can decide to talk to this person if you want, but he just passes out. If you're playing as Yoko, however, he will give you something rather special. Open up this shutter, make your way through, and use the keycard on the door to open up the computer room door. And like in RE2, go across to here, register your fingerprint. Now at this point, you have to wait 2 minutes. If you haven't been attacked by the moth yourself, you must wait here exactly 2 minutes. Reason being is at the 2 minute mark, an RNG will kick in, and either the moth will attack another member of your group, or it won't. If you leave this computer room and you go back to the main shaft, it is an RNG of whether you will get kidnapped by the moth or not. Regardless of what happens, stay in this room for 2 minutes, and you actually have to count 2 minutes. It's not just an estimate, it is an actual 2 minute wait to see what happens. If the cutscene doesn't play, carry on with the playthrough. If the cutscene does play, you'll end up with an NPC in here. So I'm going to wait. Well, I'm going to wait a little bit longer than 2 minutes just to be sure. Just to be on the safe side. Do a couple of things while you're waiting, actually. I kind of like getting the character to dance. To make the character dance like that, push down on the D-pad. Don't use the analog stick. There you go. 2 minutes is up. Now that is completely RNG based as to whether it's happening or not. But yes, anyway, as I was saying, to make the character dance, press down on the D-pad and hit the circle. Hit the circle repeatedly. Right, now that that's done, I'm going to head back up to B4F. And to the shutter that we opened and did not go through.
I just had a thought.
So heading back to the shutter, the other shutter that we opened with the key card. The moth is still in the main shaft. The moth can still poison you. Be careful. There's no point shooting the moth because it's invincible. And through the blue doorway. On the ground on the right, there are some documents. You generally don't see them while the floor is frozen, but they are still able to be picked up. Through the security door. If you've seen my Yoko playthrough, you will know that you don't need to do the computer bit. Or registering the fingerprint. In here, what you're looking for is that blowtorch in the corner there. If you're doing a document run, underneath that grey bottle is a top secret document. However, you can't leave anything behind, otherwise you won't find the document. Anyway, pick up the blowtorch and head out. Don't worry about the hunter yet, it is still frozen. And into the low temperature laboratory. You'll see a shotgun there. Do not pick it up, it is broken. Only David can fix it. Stand beside this body, don't stand behind it, the cutscene won't play. Doing a document run, there is a document just here. Go back out, and now you need to head to the turntable once again. So that's in the white passage. Sound of ice just breaking, that is the sound of hunters waking up. So you now have to deal with hunters and zombies. And onto the turntable. What you're looking for now is the yellow turntable key, which is usually here. You cannot do anything, as I will show you. The turntable is frozen and won't move. You actually now have to wait for the next cutscene. You can, of course, skip this cutscene. Like so. Once the cutscene has played, you can now put the D key in the turntable. You now have to wait out the timer, so you have to wait for 3 minutes. Hunters and zombies will come through that door. Depending on the difficulty level you're playing on, will depend on how many come through that door in the 3 minutes. You obviously have to fend them off. At the 2 minute mark, another cutscene will play. So that's Monica. Search his body, what happened to her. Find out in approximately 2 minutes. If you're playing lone wolf mode, or if you're playing online with other people, stand here. That way, you do not have to take on any other creatures. However, unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not playing online, and I'm not playing lone wolf mode. So, if I want the other characters to survive, I have to be down here to help shoot anything that comes this way. If I was playing on normal, hard, or very hard, I'd actually quite literally be fending off hunters left, right and centre. Why you, Jim? Because you're a character. You need to be in this room. Don't have to be on the turntable, but you need to be in this room when the timer runs out.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, at this point, make sure everybody is armed.
There.
Time for a boss battle. There's a couple of different ways that you can take on this boss. You can unload repeatedly with your weapons. Bear in mind that he does spit out other G mutants and poison.
Help me, please. Help me. They're not stopping. Help me.
can also move the train, but obviously he has to be stood in front of it. If you manage to move the train and hit G-Mutant with the train, it does a massive amount of damage.
We managed to beat whatever that thing in the meat locker was. But is it over? I may have just unleashed something terrifying.
I do hope this voice actress comes back for RE9. But we won't know until, obviously, the game releases. Right, so that is a card playthrough with Alyssa. So hopefully that helps you. With a playthrough if you're going to be doing the card route. So thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.